Yeah, tonight I've been fairly aggressive, inconsistent aggressive, but tonight it was just consistent in getting to the basket and having confidence in my shot when shots are going in, it makes the game a lot easier. So, like I told you guys, I think a couple days ago, like I'm always going to continue to put the work in. You know what I mean? So some nights we got bad nights, some nights we don't make shots. Most of the time, shots are going to fall. And tonight was one of those nights where I felt good, and we got off to a big lead, and we just continued that wave the entire game.
How do you feel? Just the quad, the hamstring. You didn't look hobbled at all, but just how did it feel?
I feel good. Yeah, I feel good.
You guys got a lot of stops tonight, especially in the first half. It felt like you and Joel were able to push the ball and get some kind of like organic fast breaks and stuff like that. I guess like what's the focus of you guys? Like how are you trying to fast break when that happens?
I think we're just trying to get the best shot available, but the priority number one is attacking that rim. We're trying to put pressure on that rim, because once that happens, we draw so much attention that we get guys open shots, and we didn't make as many as we wanted to, but I think that's the right direction and the right plays, and if we can make that consistent enough, guys get more comfortable knowing the ball is coming to them, then those shots will start to fall. So we just got to put pressure on that rim and then draw two, draw three, kick, and have confidence in our teammates to knock down shots.
It's obviously easier to do that when the defense is scrambled and maybe there's a cross match, things like that too, right?
Yeah, but that helps us with getting stops defensively. I think we started off really good defensively, active, getting down in transition, and that helps our offense as well. So they kind of go hand in hand.
Hey, James, earlier Doc was saying that you've been really buying into what the medical staff's been telling you about, just coming off your hamstring.
Yep.
What's been the feedback they've been giving you? What's been your approach with that?
Just whatever they got for me, coming up with a plan and executing that plan, and then at the same time trying to figure out on the court how to make it work and how to figure out each individual and how can I put my print on every single game. So all that goes into one basket. You know what I mean? Obviously making sure your body's right, and then going out there and being the best James Harden I can be. And things are heading in the right direction, so you got to keep chipping away.
Joel, defensively tonight, what do you think you guys did the best?
We were just in sync. We were focused. From the tip. We played physical. We were all over them. Why are you laughing? Yeah, but we were, like I said, we were in sync, and we just did what we had to do.
Woo, my bad. All right.
Well, Scott, you cracking up?
Nah, nothing.
So you guys, your starting lineup has been pretty good the whole time. It seems like the problems have been with the two bench lineups when you guys have had them. I guess just besides you two, I guess why is that click so easily?
I mean, we all fit together, and I think everybody is starting to understand their role. We got James. We got to run a bunch of pick and rolls, and I got my post ups, and everybody understand that. You got to make quick decisions and shoot the wide open three, move the ball, and I think that's why we've been so successful. So, but we got a long way to go. We're not where we want to be. Even tonight, you couldn't be better.
Okay, you just said we got a long way to go, right? But in the standings, you guys are half the game out of first place with 9 games left. So what does that say? If y'all have a long way to go, but y'all right there?
Our focus is just on getting better every single day, find ways to get better every single day, whether it's offensively or defensively. We're not worried about the standings. We just want to get to a point where we know what we're doing at all times on the court, especially on the offensive side. So that's what we've been working on. That's why coach, he's been on us about focusing on the details so we can get there.
Can you say something about that? Add to that too, James? About y'all not being where y'all are, but you guys are close to the standing.
Yeah, every single day is we focus on execution. We focus on details. We focus on the basics, the principles, because that's something that you can always fall back on. And you know, every game, you know, in the playoffs, every game isn't going to be pretty. You got to find ways to win when you're not scoring the ball. You know, you got to rely on your defense. You got to find ways to win where both teams are shooting the ball extremely well. So there's going to be different ways you win in the postseason, and you know, we got to make sure that we're ready and prepared for those battles and those tests.
James, Joel talked about it quite a bit this year, but how much of a difference does it make for this team when Matisse is making shots?
Matisse is confident, man. He works on his shot, you know, every single day. So, you know, I don't second guess on passing him the ball. Joe doesn't either. You know, we want him to shoot that shot, and he's making it. But, you know, when we start the game off like that, Matisse was active with his hands and getting steals and transition dunks and catching, you know, lobs. It makes our team a lot better. You know what I mean? Because you know, the defensive pressure, you know, it forces me and Joe and everybody else to make sure we're engaged defensively. Offensively, you know, we'll take care of the rest.
James, you had a season high in rebounds tonight. You've always been a good rebounder, especially for your position.
Oh, quite. Thank you.
How do you approach that part of your game? So I feel like people don't really talk about.
Man, we harp on like our team defense, and then to finish the possession, you got to grab the rebound, and we've been, you know, inconsistent with that aspect. So Joe is, you know, in pick and roll coverage, just guarding the ball, and I mean, I feel like it's my job and our guard's job to go in there and help and get the rebound, because if that's the case, we get out in transition and everybody else score. I mean, we score. So that's like priority number one. You know, obviously we've been having some pretty good possessions defensively, but we just haven't got the rebound consistent enough like we need to, and that's one of the things that we talk about every single day, because, you know, that's priority number one.
Joel, a couple more guys. You had a couple blocks. I was wondering, in recent years we've seen big men dominate the voting for Defensive Player of the Year. Why do you think that is, and do you think perimeter players might deserve more consideration for that award?
I mean, you know, it could go either way, but the way I've always looked at it is that, you know, Sanders or the five controls the whole defense. You know, they call out all the coverages. You know, they know what's going on. You know, they call out the plays and stuff. And, you know, that's the way it's always been. That's why, you know, most of the defensive player in the year in the past have always been bigs. You know, that's the most important position, you know, on the floor, on defense, because you see the whole floor. Yeah.
Joel, what's your reaction to when you walked off the floor and you saw that crowd and everybody was chanting MVP? You know, you get that in D.C., you get that in Philly, but we're out in Cali, and you had a crowd chanting MVP when you walked off the floor.
Yeah, it's a blessing. You know, I haven't won one. Feels like I'm close. So, you know, I'm just really focused on finishing the season strong and making sure that, you know, we go into the playoffs with the right mindset. But, you know, he's always appreciated. You know, like I said, he's a blessing, and, you know, I love it. But, you know, that's not really the focus. You know, we got a chance to win. So, got to go out there every single night, try to find ways to help, you know, the team win games.
James, what do you make of the way your two teammates in here are dressed compared to how you're dressed right now?
No comment.
Thanks, guys.